Welcome to Veggie Patch Ideas. Today I thought we'd do another allotment update, or allotment diary as it was. My spinach pretty much all failed, or it's extremely slow to get going. So I'm doing a bit of a backup plan here. We're going to put some lettuce in amongst the spinach. We can harvest the lettuce, and by the time we've harvested it, the spinach may actually do something or may not. So it's just getting a crop in the ground to make the most of a pretty bad situation. The killer kimchi is doing very well. Spring onions are doing absolutely fine, and off camera the beetroot are absolutely banging. So let's get this lettuce in the ground, and these are plugs I had left over. And then we'll take a look outside, see what's going on the plot. So first up, let's take a look at the garlic and onions. The garlic is exactly where I want it to be this time of year. Got a good root system on it. Just take out any weeds as they come through. Very important. So you don't want them competing for nutrients. Like I said, very good root ball on them now. We want a cold snap so it expands the bulb. So these are exactly how I want them. The onions, the first sowing of onions have all come up and they've put on good top growth. So it means that the bottom growth has come on in a good way. Pretty much too much top growth for my liking, so we do need a cold snap. And the sowing of onions I did 2 weeks later, they're all coming on fine. The netting's off now. They've all got green shoots, so the birds aren't going to peck them out. So that's exactly where we want them. Okay, so let's take a look in the low tunnel. Now this has been doing very well. The beetroot is absolutely flying in here. It's doing better than in the actual polytunnel. Killer kimchi, it's getting a lot of slug damage, even though I'm putting slug pellets down, which we'll have a word about that in a minute. The spring onion doing better than the polytunnel. The lettuce got hammered, so I've just put 2 new ones in. But even the spinach, it's doing a lot better in here than in the actual polytunnel. So I think it's just keeping things a little bit warmer, and they are thriving. So I'll link how to build this in the description for you in case you missed that video. But absolutely onto a winner with this one. Okay, so like I said about these slug pellets, 2 different varieties here. I'm not selling either of them, so don't worry. One is a more expensive make. You put this down and you water it absolutely fine. It doesn't go all fluffy. I'll put a picture on, fluffy and white, kind of moldy-ish. This one, however, absolutely dreadful. I'll put it down. Doesn't seem to kill the slugs. It just, as soon as you water it, it just turns white and like a little fluffy cloud. So from now on, I'm going to always use this make or something similar. Please, if you have a make of slug pellet that does the job, is on budget and is just a decent pellet, let me know in the comments below, and let me know if you love this stuff. Let's get something going here, because for me this is terrible and this is a winner every day. So let me know on what you use for slugs and we'll see where that goes. You're like me, you'll have canes all over the plot. It's a good time of year if you haven't already. Try and tie them up, put them in a bundle and put them somewhere dry over winter. Otherwise they're just going to rot out. I've left these probably far too long. So these will go in the shed, in the communal shed, to keep dry over the worst of the weather of the winter. And if you've still got any beans remaining on the vines, you're far too late. But if they're drying out like this, it's a great time of year to save seeds. These, we've got the bush variety of French beans themselves, and pumpkin seeds. So lots of seeds you can save this time of year. Just let the pods go paper dry, so keep them indoors. As soon as they get crispy like this, and you'll feel them, it's just simply a case of shelling the pods, and it's very therapeutic if you do it for quite a while. If you want quite a lot of seeds, it's definitely worth doing. It's free seeds for next year, and away you go. So let's give you a quick tour of what's happening in the polytunnel. All the lettuce hanging baskets are looking absolutely fantastic. A great time of year for lettuce, as you can see. I'll link the frame on the description. For the main bed, we've got a beetroot, which again, it's not doing as well as the low tunnel, but it's getting there. Then we've got our newly planted lettuce, along with the spinach, which is taking its time. And then over to the killer kimchi, which is a beautiful Chinese broccoli. Blueberries completely shed its leaves and gone dormant, so that will be a job for later. Moving on to the spinach, which is doing a little bit in the corner, along with the rocket. The rocket is absolutely banging. Lettuce, bright lights charred, that one is absolutely dying. More lettuce, absolutely more lettuce. It's like a lettuce tsunami in here. And then we've got the bright lights charred, sorry, doing very, very well. Now all the cutworm has taken off it, so that's flying. In the carrot bed that I sown not too long ago, nothing happening so far, so the Chinese cabbage, pak choy, doing very, very well, but nothing from the carrots yet, but they do take a long time to germinate, so let's see what's going on with those. Okay, so now those jobs are done, let's go and show you around midway point of a shed build. Okay, so here we go. Got our peppers that are overwintering very nicely in there. They actually love it in there. Cardboard down on the floor because of my muddy boots. Got the cabinetry in, doing very, very well. Chair, and we've just put in a new table. Had a nice little bit of oak left, so very, very solid. Beautiful bit of kit. Just need to make a stool now for the side and some shelving up here. Solar electric is going in as well, and some shelves and some cooking stuff, so all good. We'll keep you updated as we go, and then we'll do a build video to finish off. Right guys, thanks for watching. As always, my name's Glenn and this is Veggie Patch Ideas. If you haven't already, please subscribe, look around the channel. I'm sure there's something else you're gonna absolutely love. We've just started as a channel and we've got loads of content already, and it's only going to get bigger and better. So if you can, give me a thumbs up, comment below. If you have any tips, tricks of what you're doing this time of year, just pop it down below, and get joined in with the community, and we'll see you next time.